project. A full year of community arts events in Atlantic City, produced in collaboration. Yes, a full year, give it up for a full year. Produced in collaboration between a cohort of the city's arts organizations, nonprofits, and small businesses, the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, and the Prudential North to Shore Festival. So if you belong to any of the things I just said, please give yourselves a round of applause. Woo, let's do it. So this year, instead of just a week is not enough. Just a week in Atlantic City's parks and arts galleries, restaurants, and theaters, the festival will present 12 months of concerts, dance competitions, family festivals, and so much more, each featuring the artists who make this city great. They deserve to have a light shone on them and uplifted by all of us. Now, this is the third year that NJPAC has produced the Prudential North to Shore Festival, with help from many, many, many partners and sponsors, some of whom are in this space, this amazing space. Ever since Governor Murphy came up with the idea for an arts and entertainment festival that could activate many Garden State locations, our focus has been on using the festival to direct attention to New Jersey's own remarkable artists and arts organizations, which make our cities iconic. Right? Think about why you go to a city and stay in a city. You need somewhere to work, you need somewhere to eat, and you need somewhere to play, right? And so like Atlantic City, that is vibrant, exciting places to live in, to work, and to visit. So in its first 2 years, the festival spent a week in Newark, a week in Asbury Park, and a week in Atlantic City, with many events in each city produced and presented by the creatives who live and work there, chosen to be a part of the festival by their peers. And thanks to festival funding, these events were free or very reasonably priced, so as many people as possible could attend them. It's about access for people who may not otherwise have it, right? Our intention was to introduce both New Jersey residents and festival visitors to the artists who live and work here all year long. In Atlantic City, however, we ran into one small problem. Y'all are busy. June in Atlantic City is hopping regardless of whether we're here or not, right? And so you already have a month that's overflowing with events. There's so many local artists and organizations we wanted to work with. With only a week to schedule them all, we ended up presenting a number of events that bumped up against each other. We got things, I want to go here, but this thing is happening at the same time. We were cannibalizing our own people, right, and events. So we wanted to intentionally revisit that plan, find a way to focus real and exclusive attention on each of the groups we worked with, and to ensure that this programming was accessible to Atlantic City residents, not just the vacationing visitors who crowd her famous boardwalk. Everyone should get to enjoy this space. So if we thought a festival can last a week, why can't it last a month? And if it can last a month, why not a year? So I'm thrilled to announce that we've done exactly that. Prudential North to Shore community arts events at locations throughout Atlantic City from next week through May of 2026. Now, this expansion of the festival's community arts programming represents an investment of about $180,000 in the local creative economy and an unprecedented effort to provide access to the arts to all of the diverse communities that live in Atlantic City. And while we're at it, we also created some new programming that will be featured in Atlantic City, and you'll hear more about that shortly. So all of us at the Arts Center are so excited to be expanding our work in Atlantic City, from our president and CEO, John Schreiber. Where's John? Somewhere around here, John Schreiber, in the back. To David Rodriguez, our executive vice president and executive producer of the festival. Dave, please be recognized because you're doing yeoman's work. To our entire community engagement team, and I know you all floating around here taking pictures and making sure everything runs right, so hand up for them. all of whom are here today and committed to you all in this work. And we are grateful to everyone whose support and ideas made this evolution of our connection to Atlantic City possible. And so many of you are here, so thank you. I want to thank you all for your enthusiasm for this project and all of your help and advice in getting it off the ground. Everyone at the Prudential North to Shore Festival is grateful to Christina Fuentes, from the New Jersey Economic Development Authority, and her colleagues. I know Christina's here. There she is. Thank you. To Eric Scheffler, Executive Director of the Casino Redevelopment Authority, who's up here. And Maisha Moore, CRDA's Deputy Executive Director. Where's Ms. Moore? For their invaluable support. They took all our calls and the emails, and there were a lot. We also want to thank Mayor Marty Small for his vital assistance in making this all possible as well. And we are indebted to all the members of the festival's Atlantic City Advisory Group, including Cash McKinley and Michael Cagno, of which I know I saw, who helped us select artists and organizations to partner across the city. It was a lot, and these folks did yo people's work in getting us to the next step. We relied on these community members to tell us which Atlantic City creatives should receive our festival's Community Arts Awards to underwrite our festival events. Many groups applied to be part of this festival. Our advisory group was indispensable, I'm telling you, they did all the hard reading and identifying which would be the best match for the project. They have been integral to our decision-making since day one. Thank you. And I know many of our advisors are here today. So if you are here and you sat on the advisory group, please raise your hand and let's applaud them as well. In the back, they're all around. Thank you all. And so many people helped make today and this year possible. And so I both want to personally and professionally thank Michael Woodside, VP of Entertainment and Marketing Services here at Hard Rock Casino Hotel. Again, took all the phone calls and all the emails. And Sharon Pierce, Director of Public Relations and Community Relations for the casino. Sharon jumped right into the ideas that we created and made magic, so thank you both. And we're especially grateful to George Goldoff, President of Hard Rock Hotel and Casino of Atlantic City, our host today. And so right now I'd like to welcome George to the stage, where he's going to announce one of the brand new programs that we are launching in Atlantic City. A special partnership between Hard Rock and the Prudential North to Shore Festival. That's what we're up to.
All right, put your hands together for Dr. Butterfield, everybody. Absolutely amazing. And John Schreiber as well. I know you already called him out, but it's been such a delight to collaborate with both of you. And so, you know, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you all for showing up. I think we're about 100 strong here on an absolutely fabulous summer evening, right? I think you feel the summer vibe here? We got the ocean, we got the sand, we got the boardwalk, we got cool drinks, great food. What more could you want? This is absolutely amazing. So, with that, I also wanted to give a shout out to our catering and banquets team and our culinary team for the wonderful food and the great hospitality from the bartenders and the servers and everybody. So thank you for that. So I'm really excited to talk about the year-long series that Dr. Butterfield introduced. And was a little breeze here almost blew away my notes. But we've named it Garden State Live, and as Dr. Butterfield said, it's a year-long series that's going to start in August, and it's going to go all the way through May, and it'll be a series of 30 artists, all the way from Cape May, all the way up to northern Jersey, and they're going to be playing original content on one of our largest stages, which is what we call Sound Waves, and it seats 1,400 people. This is not a small stage. And so they'll be able to play original content and perform at the theater, and we'll do that one Friday every single month. So stay tuned. I know that we have it out on the website already, but this begins in August, and these emerging artists are going to have an opportunity to play their own original music. So absolutely amazing. And one of the artists that you listen to and that is here today is Destiny Monroe. So please put your hands together for the wonderful artist Destiny Monroe that's been playing for us for the last hour. And so, as you know, New Jersey is the state that has so many iconic music legends, whether it's Sinatra or Frankie Valli or Bon Jovi or Queen Latifah, Halsey, Whitney Houston, and of course Springsteen. And there are really so many more. So it's befitting that Hard Rock gives these New Jersey performers that will be here playing their own music a step into the spotlight and be able to play for all of you. And I hope all of you show up too, because the program is it's all going to be all about New Jersey, and we're going to be serving New Jersey spirits and beer and wine, and we'll be serving snacks from New Jersey farms. So it's going to be really all about the Garden State. So Hard Rock's excited to be a part of this project with the Prudential North to Shore Festival, and we can't wait to hear from these new budding and emerging artists. So on behalf of our ownership, the Seminole Tribe of Florida, our CEO and chairman, Jim Allen, our partners from Tri-State, Michael and Joe Gingoli and Jack Morris, we're excited to launch Garden State Live and continue supporting artists throughout New Jersey and throughout the nation. So thank you again for all of you being here, and have a great time tonight. Thank you.
Oh, George. We're so excited about this new partnership with Hard Rock. So those folks who are aspiring singers who have some original content, make sure you see me or one of our folks floating around, and we'll have a conversation. So in order to properly launch, nothing's launched unless it's in writing somewhere. So if you look to my left, we are now unveiling our new Garden State Live. That's the new logo, guys. Yeah, I need a little hype. We gotta work on your hype tactics. All right. So thank you all. Our marketing team, where's Katie Sword? Katie Sword, you and your marketing team, thank you so much for working with Mike and Sharon to get this done. Your teams are phenomenal, all right? So at this time, unfortunately, Mayor Small could not be with us here today, but Andrew Kramer is going to be speaking on behalf of the mayor. So he's going to talk a little bit about the programming that we have in store for the coming year. So Andrew, the mic is yours.
All right, good evening, everybody. I am Andrew Kramer, the Public Information Officer for Atlantic City. As you heard, filling in for Mayor Small tonight, who unfortunately cannot be here. I say unfortunately because North to Shore is without a doubt one of his most favorite events, and why wouldn't it be? I mean, it really touches everything that he preaches, you know, entertainment, community, arts, culture, tourism. But if you thought because Mayor Small's not here, you don't have to say great day, you are sorely mistaken, because it is a great day here in the city of Atlantic City. Can we say great day? Absolutely, and it really is, because as you heard, we are the first city to be hosting North to Shore for a year, and why not? Because this summer in Atlantic City, we just have so much going on. The air show's back. We have all the Boardwalk Hall entertainment, concerts on the Boardwalk. Atlantic City Aquarium's reopened, Pop Lloyd's reopened. Shameless plug, tomorrow at 12 o'clock, the City Hall Courtyard is reopening. If anybody wants to come by, it's going to be great. But I am tasked today with revealing some of the incredible North to Shore entertainment we'll be seeing over the course of the next year. One of the events is going to be on June 14th. That's coming up real soon. It is the Orange Loop Block Party in the Garden at Carnival Restaurant. Orange Loop, one of the best spots for entertainment, drinks, and fun here in Atlantic City. DJ Collective Weekday Underground is going to be spinning tunes from noon to 5 on June 14th. So listen to some sick beats, shop at an artisan marketplace, and take part in hands-on art projects. Another event that same day actually is Skate AC's 3rd annual Bash at Baksov. That's going to be, that's going to be an all-day skateboarding competition. There's going to be some breaks in there though for live performances, local band, including AC owns punk powerhouse Gutter Drunk. So you can enjoy that also on June 14th from 1 to 7 o'clock. We have Global Grooves, which is a multicultural festival of music, food, and art. City, as you know, really big on multicultural services. We have our own department here at the city, and that's produced by the amazing Chelsea EDC. Bring on children, families for that. You can learn to salsa, try some empanadas, and let the little ones get their faces painted. That's going to be at O'Donnell Memorial Park from 1 to 5 on June 15th. And we're also proud to announce not one, but once again, 2 summer concerts at Garner's Basin. That's going to be presented by the National R&B Music Society. They're going to feature Atlantic City artists including the Ty Turner Band, the K-Son Express Show Band with CC Dash, and Atlantic City's own Judith Dorrington in Paradise. 6 hours of music. The first concert is June 21st, 1 to 7 at beautiful Garner's Basin, and the city's also looking for vendors for that. So if you know anybody who wants to be a vendor, make sure they check out acnj.gov. And honestly, that's just the beginning. Like I said, it's a whole year of entertainment. The artists keep coming in. I know North Shore has plenty more plans. So here's to a great, I was going to say great summer, but I'm wrong. A great year of North Shore in Atlantic City. So one more time, can we say great day?
Great day. Thank you so much, Andrew. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing all of you there. Now, I acknowledged him before, but it's worth repeating that this whole project would simply not have been a possibility without the help of Eric Scheffler and his team at the CRDA, and Maisha Moore also at the CRDA. Again, I keep telling you, they took all our phone calls and our emails. It was a lot, right? And they are one of the most important sponsors of this initiative. Their insights and enthusiasm for bringing the arts to everyone in Atlantic City have expanded our vision of what we could do, what we can do, and what we will do. I'm so happy that he's here with us today. Eric, please come and say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. It's a real privilege to be here with everybody today. You know, everyone else has already told you all the events and all the things that are happening and the new venue and that we're trying to create here in Atlantic City. So I don't have a lot to say, honestly, other than it's really, you know, important for us as the CRDA to be a partner here, and we really feel privileged to be one. Since 2022, we have donated over $430,000 to the arts through the NJ PAC here in Atlantic City. We're really excited, honestly, about this new expansion concept. You know, concerts are important, entertainment's important. We are a destination venue, but the reality of that, it comes along with how do we affect the community. And through a year-long expansion of the arts, we're able to get deep into the neighborhoods and to work with everyone that needs to have that access that is not available to the rest of us. And this program will do that. So the CRDA is proud to be a partner in that type of expansion of entertainment and cultural experience for the city of Atlantic City and the communities that live here. There's so many people to thank. Most of everyone that came before me thanked almost everyone. So if I started going through the names, I'd probably forget a couple. But certainly I have to thank Maisha Moore, my Deputy Executive Director, who has worked so hard with NJ PAC to create this year-long experience and expansion. And we here at the CRDA are really excited about what's going to happen, and to be able to follow along and to experience this as well as along with each and every one of you. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
We are happy to have with us today the award-winning poet, writer, visual artist, and radio producer who was born and raised right here in this Atlantic City, Raymond Tyler, to give us a little taste of what's to come by sharing some of his work with us. Raymond, you got the mic.
I hate when a poet has to explain something, but there's some young people here, and I just want to say before I get started on this poem, my very first trip to the Steel Pier, I drove my dad nuts until he bought me what was called an invisible dog. So if you've never, for those of you who don't know what an invisible dog is, it's a leash with a collar and an invisible dog. And I just had to have one. With that, I'd like to read a poem. It's called Atlantic City Artist. It's in 4 parts, and God willing, it would sound like a poem. Like to hear it, here it go. Atlantic City artists live all over the world. We may have an overpriced brownstone in Harlem. We may wake up every day to a sunrise in Malibu. For 4 years straight, I walked 12 blocks through West Philadelphia to catch the L train to buy hip-hop records and bootleg Tupac t-shirts from the Funko Mart and the Gallery Mall. But at the heart of every Atlantic City artist is the boardwalk. In fact, the boardwalk is never no more than 4 or 5 blocks away from our hearts, no matter where we live. In our minds, the beach and the sand is always just a little bit further up from where we park the car. Even if we live in Ohio, we are never that far away that we don't hear seagulls or smell fresh roasted peanuts. It takes an Atlantic City artist to give an invisible dog a good home. 2. This poem is for Atlantic City artists and all the Atlantic City people, places, and things that made me the artist I am today. An artist that would be leaning out of the window at the 500 Club. Tonight, for one show only, Martin and Lewis and Tyler. That's Amore. An artist that would be an artist that is the prodigy or the offspring of Patty Harris, who taught the whole world to dance in perfect harmony. And though she never understood hip-hop or breakdancing, Patty Harris came to my high school to introduce my generation of Atlantic City dancers at the Teen Arts Festival. This poem is for my teachers. For Miss Eileen Martin, that taught me to love Julius Shakespeare and helped me to understand that I've always known characters like Brutus and Cassius and Antony. As a matter of fact, we all went to the same day camp together. This poem is for Mrs. Opecker and for Joe Duffy and Shelley Wentz and every teacher that taught me to expand my definition of art, and that this world of art is only as big as my imagination. They taught me that someday, some younger version of myself was going to expand that expansion. This poem is for Mrs. Alice Cash, who listened to more bad poetry written by me in 11th grade than any English teacher should have to listen to, and she encouraged me to write on. Any grown woman that listens to a 16-year-old trying to find a word that rhymes with heartbeat is a saint and should have their portrait hanging in the Sistine Chapel. This poem is for choir director James Grant, who taught me to sing. Taught me to sing more songs in more languages, and sometimes I sung the songs on key, but not very often. This poem is for band leader Joe Brown. We came to the Thanksgiving games to see the halftime shows, and The marching band performed all the hits of Michael Jackson. We called the band the Historically Black High School Marching Vikings. This poem is for Michael Bailey in Atlantic City. It was for Michael Bailey, who can sing the good news of Jesus Christ and then shut you down on a game of one-on-one basketball before going to coach the Atlantic City Dolphins kids football game. Michael Bailey is our Paul Robeson. This poem is for Atlantic City artists like Little Luke Witherspoon, the John Howard Caravan, the Hallelujah Chorus from Community Baptist, the Voices of Hope from Union Baptist, and for every Atlantic City poet, painter, musician, DJ, and all the names that time and space would not allow me to name, like Valeria Marcus, Fahim Davis, Henrietta Shelton, Ralph Hunter, Michelle Mosley, Angela Burton, Cecil Calendar, Bruce Abrams, Sandra Ushry Hollingsworth, Mildred Schwartz, Dr. Beverly Vaughn, Dr. Ian Marshall. This poem is for Kadir Nelson, whose painting is the longest standing mural in Atlantic City, which stands today in Bungalow Park. Atlantic City artists, we in here. 3. I've wanted to be an Atlantic City artist since I first stepped onto the $1 Million Pier with my invisible dog named Train. I named him after my grandfather's dog. I was hypnotized by the cheesy off-key pipe organ tape playing Scott Joplin's The Entertainer. I wanted to paint like the picture of the giant 9-foot Arabian giantess attraction. Spoiler alert, the artist that created the 9-foot Arabian giantess constructed it of wood bones and covered it with paper mache. I wanted to be an artist ever since I saw the naked red-horned people at the hellhole over at $1 Million Pier. And the art of the real woman that turned into a gorilla. At 8 years old, I wanted to be the man that painted all the wild crap that calls to kids with invisible dogs on a 1970s summer boardwalk. I wanted to be an Atlantic City artist ever since I saw a man-sized peanut with a cane and a monocle and a top hat. There's no cooler way to hawk peanuts. 4. I've shared the stage with Amiri Baraka and Sonia Sanchez. I've had my visual art on display at the Atlantic City bus station. I've been blessed enough to interview Smokey Robinson, but my heart would love to walk into Crown's record store one more time and buy a Houdini poster from Maurice. I'd love to walk into Professor's record store one more time and chat with the professor about Malcolm X and Dr. Martin Luther King. I'd love to call up WUSS Atlantic City one more time, or walk down the boardwalk and wave to Diane Pryor at FM 95 as she waved back from the Ritz Hotel. I'd like to look at all those bizarre statues they used to have down the boardwalk at Louis Toussaint's Wax Museum. If I had magic, I would start a brand new arts district and I'd place it at Gordon's Alley. But even right now, as I'm on stage at the Hard Rock, I will always be an Atlantic City artist. I will always be that same little 6-foot, 50-year-old kid that smiled and cried a little bit when I realized my invisible dog would not be coming home. I am an Atlantic City artist. Oh yes, and one more thing. Watch the tram car, please.